It's been a long time ago. We went through so many Transmog sets. Some that might be good, some might be bad in your taste. But really, all that matters, which one is your favorite? So in this video, we're going to show you guys one last set for all the Tauren Shamans out there. And that is the Dark Milk Shaman. Let's be honest. That is just the most dumbest pun I can ever come up with. But the whole point of this set is that it's like the Dark Cargoran Shaman inspired set. But since this is worn out by a cow, why not call it Dark Milk? You know, Dark Cargoran. Let's be honest. It sounds good in my head, but it sounds really wrong. It depends on which gender you're talking about. Male or female, both are best of. Anyways, let's get started on this video. We have here this nice looking helmet, which is called a Gladiator's Male Helmet. You might see this in Pest Pandaria a lot, especially shamans who like to wear these wolf helmets. In order to get this helmet, you must go to obviously to like Pandaria. You must at least go to somewhere on the big giant China wall there, which is the Serpent's Spine, I meant to call it, whatever. But on the Horde side, it's like near the Talong Steppits and Conlight Summit, so. And of course the vendor that sells it is named Akin Deadwielder, and which he sells it worth the 3 marks of honor. So if you have 3 marks of honor, you can actually buy this helmet. So, and the next one is going to be the Warmongering Companion Ringmail Spolders, which you might notice that these spolders, which I'll show you real fast, which looks pretty decently good, and plus a little bit of green sort of matched with the set. Add a little bit of spikes in the middle, and I thought it looks pretty nice. In order to get it, you gotta go back to everyone's favorite expansion, War Strenar. You gotta go to War Spear, go to the vendor that's near the other vendors in for PvP, and the vendor that sells it is Taulox the Soul Shrivel. That's his name. Which he sells it for like at least 2 marks of honor. So if you have 2 marks of honor, then you can able to get the set. So if we were to combine the helmet and the shoulders, they're basically worth about 5 marks of honor, at the very least. So it's not that bad really compared to other costly stuff. But another one we're actually going to talk about is the Ghost World chest guard, which there's 2 ways to get it. Of course, since we're talking about the Horde, because the Horde's pretty cool. Obviously, if the Time Walking Cataclysm event's up, you can talk to a vendor over here, which she will actually sell it for a 25 Time Warp badges, which is not that bad really. And for the other option, you can actually go to this vendor over here instead, which is worth a good 358 gold. And on average, at least if you're a max level, it's fucking cheap as shit, which it's true. Freaking cheap. So you can get this chest piece whenever you get a chance. So it's just that if you don't want to spend gold, then the other option there, but the chance of for that to be there is like freaking random. You have to check on your calendar to see if it's like available. Let's see. So yeah, on 2 months later, that's where you get to go to the Time Walking event for the Cataclysm event. And that's where you get to purchase that in an alternate way. Of course, that's how I got mines. As you can tell, let me see. See? I got see how's that blue quality? That was from the Time Walking event vendor, so yeah, you can go and get it from that, or you can just get it from a vendor, from the vendor that costs gold. So anyways, it's a pretty cheap chest piece. Next one is going to be the belt, which the belt can only be dropped from Dragon Soul. Now, to get the Dragon Soul, which you might be thinking, oh, I go Northrend. Nope. You don't even go to Northrend. You go to fucking Tanoris, and go to the Caverns of Time, and then go to the Dragon Soul. And the boss that drops the Dragon Soul thing, you have to do this on heroic mode, so you have to make sure, before you go inside, make sure it's on heroic mode, because if you do a normal mode, it's going to have a different color belt. And you might notice that the chest piece also have the same, is from the same set as the belt. The difference is that this one's a different color. This is from normal mode, this is from heroic mode, hence why it's a little easier than the heroic build. But the difference is that what makes it more special about the chest piece is that, at least for the normal mode, is the only one that has the, the trouser option. So that means if you want this heroic version of this chest piece, well, you have to wear a robe. Just giving you a heads up. But if you like wearing robes, you can choose that as an option, which you can get from a token, really. But we're not focused on that. We're focused on the damn belt, which you can get from Spinal Deathwing. So yeah, make sure it's on center heroic, and it can be dropped from the chest, which has a very low percent drop rate of 4%. Sorry, I got like gas bubbles. So yeah, you just gotta get lucky, and the raid is not exactly, easy to solo if you don't know what you're doing, which I recommend you read closely to the dungeon guide. I recommend you just go focus on one of these guys to keep alive. Have him step over the corpses of the little blood, corruption blood things, and stack denying, and just break the little plates, and you're done. Of course, you have to go left and right all the time. If you're a caster, this is definitely a no-no if you're trying to go for that. But if you're a hunter or a melee shaman, it's freaking easy as heck. I mean, I actually done the fight temporarily, but it was on Hellafar, so again, heroic and Hellafar is different, and I don't know if it's gonna be still tough, but it's a pretty tough fight, and you do need to be like at least 100 to entirely guarantee solo it, at least from what I can tell. But if you have really good gear, level 90, you can possibly solo it better. So it really depends, and the drop rate is 4%, so just get lucky. The next one is going to be the Hoot Hunter's Leggings, which this one's actually acquired from a quest. 2 quest rewards. One is Winter Spring, known as a bird of legend, which you must kill like a Hellhoot, the owl, and then you get the pants from there. Or you can do on Gold Crater, go to the entrance where you'll find some druids, and you're supposed to help them out until you get the quest where you're supposed to kill something, and you get the pants on that one too. So, and the good thing is these pants are count wide, so you can wear them at low level or not. So it's your choice, really. It takes a while. It takes a while to do some quests here and there, but you gotta admit the pants for this one looks pretty cool. Has a nice little bit of green, a little bit of brown, and it looks pretty nice because this one has a little bit around here, so it kind of matches with the set. Now the gloves, which there's 2 ways to get it, and luckily we're shamans, so we can get it from Burned Hole 2, which can be dropped from Argala, which has a chance of dropping the gloves. But there's a downside. It's not recommended because the gloves, the drop chance for Argala, at least on normal mode, so don't do this on heroic unless you want to fuck yourself over. So make sure you do it on normal mode, and the drop chance for it is 1.6 averagely. So it's a very low percent drop because the other option is from Archimedes, this poor blinded drake that just unfortunately became blind because some dumbass named Malariak tries to be fucking a badass, but he really sucks. Hence why the fairy didn't give a shit. So of course you have to do this on normal mode, and then that's where he gets the gloves alternating, and it has a 10% drop rate, slightly higher, but it's it's gonna drop more often. On top of that, in the same raid, another boss in the same raid, which I mentioned, Melrock, also drops the shoes for the set too. So you can tell that when I show you guys the set, the gloves and the boots are from the same set and from the same raid. So yeah, for all those shamans out there, definitely do try to go for the whole run see if you get the boots and the gloves. Maybe one of them instead. Maybe you get the boots, maybe you get the gloves, or you get both for the price of one. Who knew? Now the next one, which, you know, oh yeah, and before I almost forgot, you can also get the boots also from Vendor 2, and it's worth like 238 gold. So I kind of forgot about that one. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. And I look at my script for locations. And I'm like, oh, it's right over here. Never mind. Next one is gonna be the weapon, which you might know this weapon looks kind of cool. It has, because you know the dark shamans are corrupted. They use, you know, dark magic and all that shit. So it makes sense they have this scepter. You can see the scepter looks very dark shamany and looks very badass. Of course, this once if you don't have a huge hate for Hellafar for no reason, then it's pretty easy to handle it because you have to do it Pest Pandaria. Of course, it is from the raid over here, which is the Heart of Fear, but you do have to do this on Hellafar. So you wonder, where is Hellafar? Well, Hellafar is actually located in the Eternal Blossoms between the Lions and the Horde little capital. You go inside where Lord Walker chose at. You'll see 3 Pandorans on the right side. That's like, you know, in order, like, you know, 3 of them standing together. Well, the one on the far right actually has the different wings he can put you in, and you can solo yourself. Which the last wing for the Heart of Fear is what you want to go for. Kill the final boss, and the boss that drops it, oops, hang on, is from the final boss, Grand Empress Shekazir. And since this is Hellafar, it's based on personal loot, really. So the chop chance is kind of unknown. But you do get this awesome mace. Of course, it does, for some reason I'm just kind of interesting that Hellafar little listing is missing. I don't wonder why Blizzard somehow removed it. Pretty weird if you ask me. Now the next one on our list is actually the shield. You might notice this shield looks pretty cool looking. It has a little bit of spikes that look kind of dangerous, and when it comes to like toxic, evil looking dark shaman, you know, dark milk shaman, obviously this shield looks pretty cool, especially if you run around healing your allies or casting your spell like that. It looks pretty cool. So to get this shield, you have to there's 3 ways you can get this shield. One, you have to get from rares. Of course, hang on a second. Of course, Talong Step It. Actually, beat these little bags. One from here, which one of the Sunlight War Scouts and the boss himself, the little miniature boss. Here, a little bit of here, I guess. I mean, I could be wrong about that part. Definitely here. A little bit of here. That's it. In those areas, they'll spawn there. If you kill them and get a bag, the bag has a chance of dropping the shield. And the drop rate for at least the Sundalari shield is about 1.8%. And when killing certain rare NPCs on Talong Stepids, you do also have a chance of getting in a bag that also has a drop chance of 1.4 for the blue quality one, and for the epic quality one, it's about 11% chance. And if you don't really want to grind it,
I need a target.